Guys, we have a state of emergency here. Visitor Parking is doing a special episode. To recap from our last episode, we had just finished Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. We are back all ready to discuss what has been an unraveling situation. The apocalypse. Too far. Probably should edit that out, but I won't.
Don't say that.
Yeah. This is probably the biggest bombshell of the year so far. If you are into pop culture, you are in the right place. If you wouldn't mind hitting us with that subscribe button or that follow, we'd greatly appreciate you. I'm back. My name is Alex Vargas. I'm joined by my wife, Caitlin Vargas.
Hello.
Oh my God. What the fuck happened today? This has been crazy. We went out to a happy hour to watch a little bit of March Madness. Half the bartenders and half the crowd were discussing Taylor Frankie Paul, Dakota, and the other half was watching Duke almost lose. But basically what we know so far is pretty much nothing new other than a video that was released from 2023. The incident between Taylor Frankie Paul and her not husband, but boyfriend, Dakota Mortison. Caitlin?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That was a crazy video.
Yeah, let's pull that shit up.
That was absolutely insane.
Okay, so what was your first take when you saw the video?
Why the fuck are you guys doing that in front of the kids? With the kids there.
But don't we know?
I mean, don't do it. You shouldn't, obviously that's not okay anyway. But the fact that the kids, or at least, it looked like.
Good night.
The daughter looked like it was the oldest daughter was sitting on the couch. And then I think there was also, Taylor and Dakota's baby on the couch, maybe, too.
It said Taylor's daughter for the TMZ video.
Okay, so then maybe it was just the daughter. And, she's old. She's old enough to, understand all of that stuff. Why? Why would you ever do that in front of her? That's just, as a mother, personally, that's just crazy.
Yeah, first off, as a father, obviously nobody condones domestic violence. Domestic violence is a real issue, and I hate to say it, but when people are drinking and doing drugs, fentanyl like this guy does, I find it hard to believe that Taylor Frankie Paul was not doing narcotics as well at this time in their lives. And I know that Taylor is sober when you watch the current filming. So it was really hard to watch a video on domestic violence. So I can definitely see how when you see it, people are like, okay, this is done, canceling it. But also, ABC, you already fucking knew this whole thing happened. There was an arrest video. The police came to her house. It's literally episode 1 of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and this is 4 seasons ago. So I think this is complete fucking bullshit. I'm a guy, and of course, the only people I see on here are dudes being like, lock her up. This is what I'm talking about. It's like they're waiting to show women are also responsible for domestic violence, which I'm not saying they're not, but I just need to get this off my chest. This guy is 6'2". Taylor is 5'6". She's a small woman. I just, after watching the video and seeing him with his phone out, he has a phone in one hand. He's holding her by the other. She has him somehow in a chokehold. The only way she's getting that man in a chokehold if he bends his head fucking down. I'm sorry, but their height difference is something that is noticeable enough. Even if she were to grab onto some of his hair, he's a lot bigger.
He could easily just without being hurting her very much, he could easily just grab her hands and be like, yo, you're not doing this. You're so much smaller than me.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
Easier said, done, I'm sure, than you're in the situation.
Yeah, but by no means do I believe that Dakota was in fight or flight. That he had enough time to get his phone out, record a minute-long video.
Yeah, and then the entire time, he's being see, this is abuse. This is physical.
Yeah.
Or something this is physical abuse, Taylor. Do you see? He's trying to put on almost theatrics, a show.
It's actually insane. And I think another thing that a lot of people in the comments are not talking about is the double standard of domestic violence in the NFL. These players, athletes make hundreds of millions of dollars, $20 million a year at some points. They beat the shit out of their baby mamas, girlfriends. There's videos of them pulling their hair. There's police reports. The girls have black eyes, bruises. There's Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs was just in the runner-up for the Super Bowl. I think he was in the Super Bowl. He plays for the New England Patriots. He has strangulation charges, and they let him play in the Super Bowl. You get to keep your career as a man. If you have domestic violence on your record, if you have a public video out there, you get suspended for a couple games, but you get to play on, boy. She gets a video that people have known about for 3 years. It's been on police records. And they release it the couple days before what will be probably her biggest monetization in her career is going on The Bachelorette. Just feels to me like this is not new news. This is not.
No, it was just calculated.
Such
it was
bullshit,
so
dude.
calculated by Dakota. And this was, I think Dakota, where Taylor obviously is mentally unwell, and needs help. She is outwardly she sees, you see it. It's very apparent. I think Dakota does a lot of very calculated, little things, like who he sleeps with in the friend group to get at her, to get her. And then little manipulations, I feel like the mental manipulations. And then he's like, oh, let me leak this. It wasn't me, it got leaked, but you were the one recorded it. You're who, you did that on purpose. You knew that her Bachelorette season was about to air.
Actually,
and that was
insane.
3 years ago. Why hold it on for 3 years? We all saw you on the season 4, how you were, how manipulative you were, and everything was just so calculated.
Yeah, should we read some of the comments on?
Yeah.
If you guys follow me on TikTok, which you're watching right now, did we watch the same video? She threw 3 bar stools over the couch at him while her daughter was on the couch. You can hear her daughter crying. Not okay. Also, I'm sure he was recording for evidence for the police, which is the correct thing to do during an assault. Is that the correct thing to do during an assault?
I don't know. I feel obviously.
Are you supposed to be gathering evidence during an assault?
I think it's just nowadays you just kind of have to protect yourself. And I feel there's no, this is such a horrible situation. And it's there is nothing that will ever make domestic violence okay. Or ever, putting a child in a situation where they could also be harmed. But it was crazy.
Nobody's validating what she did was acceptable. You're in control of your emotions. You have to regulate.
Nobody can make you do anything that you're not doing.
Nope.
In that situation, either Dakota should have left or she should have stepped away from him. Even if that means you're literally locking yourself in a room somewhere. So then you're never putting yourself in a position like that, or your kid or somebody else, your emotions are so heightened and obviously I don't know what she's on or, so that all is in fact factor into, not that makes it okay. But, and then being physically pulling hair, trying to hit or kick, and then throwing objects at them to hurt with the intent to harm. Yeah.
There's no defense. There's no real I'm trying to
they're trying to rationalize it, and there's just not.
And I think a lot of us are trying to probably, even in these situations, I'm sure, Dakota probably tried to rationalize this. I'm sure they got back together after that video for multiple years. They had been sleeping with each other for 3 years following that video. So I don't know if this video can ever be taken to the context of that he was afraid for his life. This was a recent incident, which is it was supposed to be portrayed as, because they knew for the average viewer,
they were still hooking up, and I get it. I think, what is it it's like Stockholm syndrome or something. When you get an abusive cycle or something, it's like your body and your brain doesn't know how to get out of it, and it's almost like it, like, not crave it, but like you're used to it or whatever, and that's like the cycle that I think, isn't it?
Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. It's like a prisoner and captive.
Yeah, so it's like I'm sure like that is kind of like where they were, like in it together.
Stockholm syndrome is a psychological phenomenon where a person develops positive feelings like trust, empathy, or even affection towards someone who is harming or controlling them. It's named from 1973 bank robbery, where the hostages ended up defending their captors and even refused to testify against them after being freed when they were held captive.
Yeah, so I feel like that's kind of like what they're in, like that.
And but it's not officially considered a mental health diagnosis. It is. This is just what the internet is saying about it. It's known as like trauma bonding. Like,
yeah.
They both share the trauma together.
Well, that, and then also in the new season of Secret Lives of Mormons, like Taylor does like find out stuff about her biological father, and all throughout all of these fights, she does say like, Dakota's the one person she knows that they've been through so much shit that she can always go back to. And like, because she has so much like abandonment or like love or self-worth issues, and know that like no matter what, Dakota will always have her back or be there for her.
Yeah, I'm just so
like
sick.
She knows that it's bad, but like she also knows that like he's like.
I'm just sick because I feel like when couples fight, when the kids are involved, and I see that it just doesn't. I don't know. It's so, after watching the season 4, there was definitely so many mental health problems with Taylor that were so apparent. Everybody else seemed to have their lives together. With that much money, they had assistants, they had babysitters, they had family support. You go over to their house, it's clean. They know the show cast is coming. You go over to Taylor's house when the full production crew is there and coming, suitcases everywhere, clothes all over the place, trash, clearly like.
But she's always been very open about like she is chaos.
That's fine.
Like, she always makes like TikToks about like clean my disgusting like gross apartment or house with me.
That's at some point though, like as a parent,
well,
or
I
like,
feel like she's getting like positive, like almost like positive affirmation that like her messiness and like psychoticness, psychoticness is like, it's okay. Like, she's getting paid in views and like stuff for this, so like she doesn't really need to change. I mean,
how many people do you watch on TikTok because they're cringy? Because some of them might even have mental health. Like, how many viral clips do we see of people that are probably actually suffering and doing crazy shit online just for views and clicks? And it's like that's a really good point, because it's like, I feel like with her, that's almost how it feels. It's like she's getting validated from the viewer. It's like, oh, I'm so messy too. But the person messaging her could be 17 years old.
That, or just like looking at it and being like, well, at least I'm not that messy or that crazy or like that gross. Like, there are grosser people than I am.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, and I'm not perfect, by any means. I just think a lot of people use that kind of stuff as a shield. Like, I'm just a messy person. I'm just like, doesn't mean your house should look like a rat lives in. Like, I don't think that's an excuse for acting like that.
Even when our house gets a little messy, I'm like, I like can't think. Like, I'm frustrated. Like, I'm moody. I'm like, I just like my mind is just running like so much about so much stuff that I need to get done. But then it's like, oh, I don't even want to start it because there's so much to do. And like when our house gets messy, it's nothing, like not even like remotely close to how messy her house, and she allows it to get. So like,
and
can't even
her hair's always a mess.
What
were her signs this season? I mean, she's always had that messy bun, no matter what she shows up, and I feel like that's kind of like her armor, though. It starts off as like a negative reinforcement where people are like, that's just Taylor, like she's our crazy friend, like we love her. But you're right, it's like she's seeing it as like, okay, I don't need to change because people love me for who I am. they love you despite of who you are, not for your mess. Like, and I think that's where the misconception with Taylor Frankie Paul was coming from. Is like, people aren't loving you because you're a mess. We like that it's real, it's authentic, but we also hope you get better. And we're hoping that you don't stay like, we're waiting for that come up, which we thought The Bachelorette was going to be. But when you watch season 4, it's very apparent that The Bachelorette could not have a good ending. Like, watching her go to The Bachelorette was crazy.
I think it was just like a really like sad season.
It was sad. It was actually sad, and it was actually really fucked up of Hulu, I thought, to even, I don't know, because
like,
they do it to
all of that. I mean, like, I guess like they sign on for it, but like for all of the people that are like coming in the comments like, oh, it's not funny to like make fun of mental health, and it's like, yeah, we're not trying to. It's more just like, it's so sad that like that was all going on, and like nobody, like it didn't appear like anyone was like, hey Taylor, like,
other than Jesse Draper, who constantly would be like, you need help, like,
and then,
this
but
is
it's
not
just
okay.
like Hulu like should have like been like, okay, like this, you know, like this needs to stop, like this is actually like really unhealthy.
Hulu had the bag. We saw Hulu fumble the reunion. They weren't prepared to really squeeze the juice out of this cast. Like, they don't know how to control the cast members. They don't know how to storyline. They don't know what to cut.
Well,
so much of it feels like that.
Yeah,
like
definitely the season 4. They're like, what did they film? Like, they
half the time
filming,
we're like, what are we watching?
Like, they were filming stuff that like about the reunion that we had already watched on the last season, and then they're filming more stuff of that. They're filming the intro to this season's. Like, nobody cares about that. Like, nobody wants to watch that. Like, what are you showing us? But I mean, like, I get that they're on a time crunch because Taylor was being the Bachelorette, but it just like was just so bad, and just like clearly like it was like, you guys just should have pushed season 4 to a later time,
after the Bachelorette,
probably after the Bachelorette, like, and when Taylor was actually mentally healthy, because everybody, it looks like this season, was struggling so much with their mental health, like outwardly.
All
like,
of
everybody was talking
being
about it.
a young parent, even if your family says they will support you and show up for you and babysit your kids and like help you, like, you're never getting day-to-day support with your kids. Like, you have to adult yourself. And I feel like so many of these girls, like, I even hear you talk about it, where they want to get the kids closer together, to have, you know, that sounds good in theory, but also like, that's a really rough ride. And like, you can't have a fucking camera crew there when you're raising a family. You just can't. Like, you need to be like 100%. If you're going to commit to having those many kids that close in age, I'm sorry, moms, but like, you got to kind of like, I don't know. Like, it's not enough just to have dad talk, be the babysitters. Like, I think if you care about those kids, I don't know if you can film like with the kids there all the time. Like, I hated watching the kids on the tits, the kids on the breasts. Well, they were swearing and cursing, and like, my newborn is innocent. Like, I don't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry Jowsey.
One, I wouldn't want my kid, my infant, to be around like people screaming. Like, they like, I mean, kids like from such a young age, like you're finding out that everything you do, that they hear, the way that you feel, like it all goes through them. Like, they feel it. Like, it sets up and wires their brain from such a young age.
There's now, I mean, this, we're all like, obviously we want to talk about Taylor, and
Like,
yeah, like, we missed that part.
yeah.
Okay, going into The Bachelorette, is ABC wrong for this? Like, speaking of blame,
ABC is not going to be able to release the Bachelorette season. Like, let me just tell you,
they have to.
They're not going to be able to. Like, they will get canceled. Like, I do think.
What does that mean, canceled? Like what the? Who the fuck is going to cancel ABC?
Cancel culture is huge. Like, let me just tell you, you say the wrong thing, everybody will get on everybody to get you canceled and blocked.
Here's my thing to ABC. Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was just saying, like, I think the whole reason why ABC took somebody like Taylor Frankie Paul and put her on is because she is the head of Mom Talk and everybody knows who she is. Like everybody knew her from TikTok before Mom Talk, like before Secret Lives of Mormon Wives started. And she is mentally unwell. Like that's how she got such, like everybody knows about her because either people know she's crazy and unhinged, and now people are knowing because domestic violence and because like mentally she is unwell. And then it's like, why would you, like, you knew that this was going on before, why wouldn't you have picked somebody else? Like somebody else. Like I get that you wanted all of her followers and everybody, because like her followers are like Alex Earls, like there's just a like,
and not to compare, but you're saying unwell. Who's the other biggest girl brand whose literal brand is called Unwell? Fucking Alex Cooper. Call her daddy. Like, I think at this point, I
don't think it's domestic violence unwell.
Obviously, it's not domestic violence unwell, but there is a fine line of being unwell and having it be having your mess be celebrating your authenticity.
Alex Cooper is so, like, she's funny unwell. Like she just says things as they are.
Yeah.
And talks about things that people wouldn't. But Taylor Frankie Paul
is actually unwell. She's unwell.
Unwell. Like she's like, you know, like,
I guess what I'm trying to say is it does feel like
she was screaming. Like we can go through all of the other seasons. Like you could tell, okay, like she
was on Call Her Daddy.
Yeah, I know.
Like I know, but like I think we're celebrating.
Season 4, she was actually like, it was crazy.
It was manic.
Yeah, very, very crazy.
And you know about postpartum? Like postpartum is it doesn't mean girls are crazy, but it's like your hormones, don't they go up and down in postpartum?
For 2 years, you're technically still in postpartum, I think, for up to 2 years after having that baby.
So tell a man what postpartum means.
Why is this number calling me 2 times back to back?
Who is it?
I don't know.
Scary. Anytime you get a missed call, it's scary.
Yeah, well, it's just the fact that I sent it to voicemail and then it started calling me again.
They won't accept that.
Oh, scary. No, I think it's just more, like, I don't know, I lost my train of thought.
It's okay. I mean, I think
that ABC just can't. They can't publish it. They knew that she was so unhealthy. One, she was like, the whole pretense of her going on Bachelorette was to heal from Dakota. Like, you don't, like, to get out of that toxic cycle. That's not the reason why you go date a bunch of men.
Yeah, the whole thing.
And try to find your husband. Like, if that's what the Bachelorette is about and, like, the show is about, it's about finding love. Then, like, she was the last person that was ready to be in a healthy relationship. Like, they could have picked anyone else.
I just don't support ABC I would support ABC. We're all adults. We all know who Taylor Paul is. Maybe I can see they're trying to protect their older audience or the audience doesn't know anything about them.
Well, I think they don't want to condone domestic violence.
And they don't want to share with kids. Yeah.
So Bob, like,
this is a show you watched as a kid, right? Like with your mom and like.
No, my parents hated it.
But I feel like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette are shows that are kind of acceptable to watch with your parents when you're growing up, like a teenager, like 17, 18.
Yeah, when you're older, I would definitely not watch it with.
Or like if you come back from college, you watch it with your mom. Like, you know, I feel like I know a lot, like I feel like 18 to 21, you're still really not an adult. You are, but like you're still a fucking kid. So it's like, let's not glorify her or like give her a stage after that video.
Like by giving her more like screen time, where all of this stuff, it is just kind of like, what message are you showing? Like, what message are you giving to America?
Yeah, I mean CBS, NBC, ABC. How many times have they aired a football game where Tyreek Hill or one of the players accused of domestic violence got to play football on Sunday.
Well, yeah, no, it's messed up. I'm not saying it's not.
So,
like, there's no, but I think it's just like, there's just no, like, domestic violence is never okay. Like, being violent or aggressive with any person is never okay.
I'm just blown away that
I mean, like, I want to watch the season.
I do too.
Like, I really do, because I've seen clips about it. Granted, though,
how much would you pay?
I don't think that.
How much would you pay?
I don't think that they were ever going to air it, because from the beginning, I've seen like things about who she ends up with everywhere.
She's acted weird about the interviews. She's looked sad in all the interviews.
Yeah, in all the interviews, she's different. They're cutting out live interviews. They're blipping it.
They knew about this incident on the 28th of February, this recent one, where she was arrested, or Dakota had called the police because they were fighting this past February, just less than a month ago. So ABC knew. She was on the red carpet at the Oscars on Sunday.
No, I know.
So it's like, ABC, you fucking knew that she was already charged again, and then they're still parading her around at morning talk shows on Monday. They're still doing all this other shit all week. So this just seems really shady. It's like you're just stopping it because you got caught.
Doing all of this just to get to see if the views will go up, because everybody wants, like, everybody's invested. Like, everybody's been waiting to see.
Even now, the old Marine of the bar who didn't know us is invested.
Yeah.
Like he's not going to watch, but maybe he's going to hear about it. It's talking points.
Well, because I feel like it's everywhere. Okay. Like, everybody knows about it.
My opinion, I would pay like probably $35 to get the whole season downloaded and watch it all. I'd watch it all real fast. Doesn't mean I'm sorry, but me watching that does not mean I condone violence. I watch NFL Sunday, where half these star motherfuckers have domestic violence charges. Doesn't mean I believe in domestic violence, but I'm going to watch the football game. It's already going to happen. I want to watch it. Shouldn't they be playing? Probably not, but I'm not in charge. I think, what's our next question for ABC? What are they going to do now? Are they going to
Well, they got to if they're going to scratch it, then fucking scratch it and put Miranda on there and let's get rolling.
Yeah.
Like,
but
give us something.
Honestly, this is going to ruin all of the Mormon Wives. Like, Whitney, everybody. I don't think anybody is safe from this. Like, Whitney got out at like the right time.
I think Whitney got out at the right time. I think she won't be touched.
But they all knew, like, I'm sorry, but like all the girls knew this was going on.
There's no way that they didn't, if they're as close as they claim to be, and like always together and always knowing. Well, you know what I was even thinking about?
What? What were you thinking about?
You know how they're always just like, oh, Taylor and Dakota are hooking up again. You know, Taylor and Dakota have to mic up when they're in the bed, or like say, yeah, it's okay, you can film us in bed together.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like the producers are just like, oh, I'm coming in here, I'm going to see if you guys are in the bed together. It's like they have to be like, yeah, it's fine. And I'm pretty sure all of them have to have like some kind of mic so then the cameras can hear it, because otherwise, how would you hear it?
Dakota, for those of you who don't watch the show, Dakota, a couple weeks before, one day before Taylor was going to film The Bachelorette, I love you. You're the love of my life. Marry me. Please marry me. I want to marry you. And when you come back, this will be really good for us. And you can pick me. Save a rose for me. She comes back, doesn't fucking save a rose for your bitch ass.
And you're mad.
And you're fucking mad. You start a fucking fight.
So
you threaten her.
To wait. But you waited anyways, and you got pissed off.
I'm going to release the video. Your fucking career is finished. You're fucking done.
No, literally.
I'm in your face. I'm fucking 6'2". You're 5'6".
You're not ever going to get rid of me because I'm your baby daddy. And I'm going to make your life a living fucking hell.
Get the fuck out of my house then. Fuck you. Like, I've moved on from you, Dakota. I'm calling the police. You're yelling at me just like you did back in 2023 when you weren't sober. Boom, cops come, boom, Bachelorette ruined. I think that's pretty fucking clear cut what happened here.
Maybe. I don't know.
She made a big mistake back in 2023.
Yeah.
Big mistake. She was drinking, but is taking accountability going sober? Like, obviously she's been raising her kids. he's saying this has been ongoing, but they haven't been together. Like,
I saw something where it was like on social media, it was like somebody posted, I know for a fact that this is all Dakota, or mostly 80% Dakota, because how was Taylor in a relationship minus the swinging for however many years with no domestic violence incidents or anything? Like, they only separated because of the whole swinging incident. Like, how, like, nothing happened there. So, and yet then when Dakota and her together, it's all that it's all Taylor.
yeah,
Like, her ex-husband Tate never, like, there was nothing ever in the news about them other than the swinging incident. And that's not abuse, that's just they were having sex with everyone.
yeah. You have Jesse Draper accusing Jordan of verbally abusing her. You have so many different abuses going on in Utah, but yet we've all of a sudden turned to the women to say, oh, they're abusing us. I'm sorry, but like, it's very clear to me that this season that the men just couldn't fucking take that all of the attention was on the women, and the women were going to essentially be the breadwinners.
Yeah.
I think this is a takedown of Taylor. I don't know. I feel like my thoughts were more clear at the bar when I was talking about it.
No, I think it sounds good.
You think so? It's sad though.
It's really sad.
Like, makes me sad for their kids. It makes me want to apologize. In this culture of America, though, this isn't new. Jersey Shore, Ronnie, Sammy, our favorite characters on the show. It was because of Ronnie shaking Sammy's bed. Sammy slapping the shit out of Ron. Sammy punched Ron in the face. But we didn't call it domestic violence back then. We called it MTV. Like, this is what people grow up watching, and that's what's been selling. So it's just like TikTok.
That doesn't make it okay.
No, it doesn't make it okay, but it's what you right here on my screen are watching. You're watching crazy people because you don't want to watch a put together family. So I think it's kind of this system of, like, recently in TV culture and TikTok culture, I think we're just building the wrong people up. Like, we're watching people for the wrong reasons. Nobody wants to watch the guy who's super positive and never does anything wrong. And that's bullshit. Like, anytime I make a good TikTok, nobody wants to fucking see that shit. The only time you motherfuckers want to come to TikTok is when I have a controversial take or something that you feel like is wrong.
Be true.
That'd be true. I feel bad. I feel bad that I got so invested this season all to see this happen. And then it's like, it just feels wrong because it's like it happened 3 years ago. It's like we all knew. You don't see the video, though. You see Pete Diddy grabbing the girl down the hallway, then it becomes different. Then you can't say it didn't happen, but we kind of, if you watch this show, you've seen it. The first episode, domestic abuse, domestic violence. They literally talked about it in season 1, and everybody kept watching. Because the reason we like it is because these are real people with real problems. This is a real problem. We hope it gets better. It's not getting better. It's sad.
It's really sad. It's really sad for the kids.
Really fucking sad for the kids. So hope they get better. Hope everything works out. But, man, where can we buy this season? Somebody's got to have a fucking copy of this. Yeah, it does feel bad talking about it, doesn't it? Like,
It does feel bad, but it's like, I still want to watch it, but I don't want to, like, watch it and, like, condone it. I'm just like, I just want to see it. Like, we've been teased for months about it.
yeah.
Like, I want to see it.
Like, they're going to air it. What are the chances that they come back on Sunday and say, we're, out of respect to the audience, we do not condone domestic violence, but there are two sides to the story. We will be airing the episode tonight at 9:00 because we have contracts with 32 of the male members.
Maybe. I just don't know. They're probably having...
They said canceled. So, like, they came out and they didn't say pause. They said canceled.
Yeah.
Wait, let's go to thebachelorette.com. Can you use your phone? No, you don't want to. What is this that's happening?
It hurts.
Is there an official website? I guess it's ABC, right?
Yeah.
It's a Walt Disney company.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's Disney. A woman meets a number of men.
ABC cancels Taylor Frankie Paul season of The Bachelorette in wake of horrifying abuse.
You go to the Bachelorette's website right now. Nothing is on it. It's blank.
So maybe it's not true. Maybe Bachelor didn't actually. Maybe it's just all speculation.
Let's go to thebachelornation.com.
So season 22 of The Bachelorette.
Meet the men of Taylor Frankie Paul season.
Amid a police investigation involving its lead reality TV star. Well, I mean, maybe just they can't because the police are involved now.
It's an official police investigation. They have to just say it.
Amid a police investigation, yeah. So maybe because of that.
Like, they don't want anything on the show to, like, they have to go through all the things first.
Yeah, maybe they have to go through all of, like...
I'm on the Bachelor Nation right now, guys. There is nothing about the cancellation on thebachelornation.com. It says, meet the men of Taylor Frankie Paul season of The Bachelorette. There are, coming up on The Bachelorette, Taylor Frankie Paul takes all the roses away in this trailer. Coming up on The Bachelorette, Taylor Frankie Paul. So Taylor Frankie Paul is still all over the Bachelor Nation's website.
So it's like, maybe it's just not real. Maybe it's just somebody, like, got it and just, like, you have to cancel it. So they're not coming out canceling it. So maybe they're trying to force them to cancel. They have to cancel.
Yeah, maybe major news season. I mean, BBC reported it. That's a credible news. That's like ABC pulls Taylor Frankie Paul season after abuse allegations. The new season of the dating show The Bachelorette has been canceled following domestic violence allegations this season's star. The network said that it made the decision not to move forward with the new season after footage of Taylor Frankie Paul emerged on Thursday, appearing to show her in an altercation with her ex-partner Dakota Morrison in 2023. Paul, a TikTok influencer, also stars in The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, was arrested in relation to the incident in 2023. She pleaded guilty to aggravated assault, U.S. media reports. The new season of The Bachelorette was set to premiere on Sunday. The BBC has contacted Paul's representation for comment. In light of the newly released video, just surfaced today, reference to the footage was published by TMZ. Dakota Morrison has not publicly commented on the video. ABC did not provide detail on what the network planned to air during the show's allocated time slot. Before the cancellation was announced, Paul appeared on ABC's Good Morning America on Wednesday to promote the series. Honestly, it's been a heavy time. Dude, this is insane. So somebody is saying it, but nobody, ABC has not actually come out and said it to anybody on their website.
But I feel like if the police are involved, a police investigation, then they can't. Like,
You go to abc.com, there's nothing about it. Nothing is saying anything about it. They're like, anyway, this would be a great time to apply to be the Bachelorette. There's probably many openings at this moment.
I don't know if anybody wants to go on it after that, though.
Everybody's saying ABC is canceling. You're right, but nobody's saying who's saying this. They're just telling us ABC is pulling it. So a Disney Entertainment spokesperson tells us, TMZ, in light of the newly released video surfaced today, we have made the decision not to move forward with the new season of The Bachelorette at this time, and our focus is on supporting the family. At our first report, Taylor and have both been ordered to undergo psych exams amid a fresh batch of spousal abuse claims. Utah Division of Children and Family Services investigating. Her season of The Bachelorette was supposed to premiere on Sunday, but it's now over before it even began. I can't find one source where ABC actually is saying this. So who knows? I mean, they could pull a 180 on us come Sunday. Has been canceled amid police allegations. A spokesperson for NBC2 is very grateful for ABC's support, priorities her family after years of silently suffering, sense of mental health. All right, what are you thinking, babe? Should we wrap up? Sorry, guys. This was a dark day. Dark day for the Mormon wives. Dark day for Taylor Frankie Paul. Thoughts are with their families. Something doesn't sit right with me. Stay tuned. I just don't like this Dakota guy. Don't like the film. Don't like what she did. But it's tough. Tough. Tate Paul was seen with Dakota Paul today at the courthouse. That was her first. All right, guys. Is there anything else we need to cover? Did we cover everything? What else did we have to cover? How much would you pay to see it? Decent amount. $35. Anyway, thank you all.